What is up, guys? Welcome to Boomer Base. Today I'm here for another anime first impressions video. So today we're here to talk about the wrong way to use healing magic, another Isekai anime. So without further ado, let's get cracking. But before we get to the real content, if you end up liking what you see and want to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified anytime I upload. So, welcome back for another anime first impressions video. This one will be covering the wrong way to use healing magic, and it'll be about the first 4 episodes. That's where I'm currently at. I'm about 1 to 2 episodes behind probably from when this video comes out. So as mentioned, this is another Isekai anime. We all know the drill when it comes to each sort of season now. We get tons and tons and tons of Isekai, all varying in different qualities and things, all the way from, some good stuff to some don't bother with it type of vibe. But so far, overall, I'm enjoying this. It's nothing special. Now, I'm just an anime watcher. I don't know anything about the light novel or the manga, so I don't know how good or potentially good it might get. A brief synopsis is that essentially we've got our main character who is called Ken Usato. He essentially is in a normal, just, Japan in the modern day, and he's forgot his umbrella. He essentially starts talking about some of the main popular people at school, and unbeknownst, they appear offering him an umbrella and to walk home with him, even though he's never spoke to them and never really done that before. And then suddenly out of the blue, a magical circle appears, and he ends up getting teleported with Suzune and Kazuki, the 2 popular people, and they're now transported into a fantasy world where they've summoned them to be heroes to help protect against the evil horde. Very kind of typical stuff. But it turns out Ken wasn't supposed to be summoned. Suzune and Kazuki both are heroes. They have powers. They have this cool scene of testing what magic they'll have, which is very cool. And then Ken ends up being the color green, which, by this image all around me, you can see green's a big thing, and it's to do with healing magic, in which that lovely lady in the top left, she's one of our other main characters, Rose, and she is one of the healers, as the healers basically act as this, they're like runners on the field. They go grab people really fast. They're called snatchers, I think it was, in which they just go around on the battlefield, picking people up, healing them, but they're really fast. And she basically Rose has this hardcore training thing for training people to be just really fast, have lots of stamina, and be able to have some combatant skills, which I quite like. It's always very cool to see a badass, strong female character as well, not your typical thing. It's always cool to get the sort of the lady from Black Clover, Melona or something. I can't remember exactly her name. Black Clover, Fire. I'm just typing Fire Lady. That's got to sort of bring it up. Meriliona, but badass lady all around. But essentially, Rose takes our main character through some sort of training exercises, building up his stamina, and essentially because of his healing, he can keep using his healing to sort of heal, but he can run his muscles dry, heal them, and be back. So he ends up being able to do lots of training very, very quickly, which is very important. And then he kind of gets to the point where she's semi-happy with him, chucks him in a trial in the forest to kill these sort of white bears that even heroes struggle with, and which not. And then it turns out there's this big snake that's there that you'll see in the thumbnail, and he has to end up fighting that instead. And the bear cub ends up getting adopted by him. He's called Blurin. From the comments I saw on the Crunchyroll episode, apparently the bear is a different name in the light novel, but we'll go with that. We got to meet some of the sort of villains-ish. There was this Black Knight that you saw, and then Hyrule Link, I think his name was, you got to see as well, and I think a couple of other people, but I'm interested to see about that. I assume there'll be some other people that got summoned as well, and I wonder if it'll be some form of summoned versus summoned, maybe? I don't know. But overall, I think it's a solid 7-ish. I don't think it's going to be anything that blows people out of the park, anything like that. I like that it's a slightly different approach, using healing magic At least I personally haven't seen too many when it's going to be used somewhat offensively and done in this way. I like the idea of seeing something from the point of view of healers, where they've got to go grab people, and it's very important as their role to heal people on the battlefield, as normally it's very focused on our, the heroes of the battlefield and whatnot. So I like that aspect of it. It's been very cute. It's been quite funny at times as well. At Rose's training camp, all the other guys are just like brutes that go running around. The town's used to seeing people run around from Rose's camp doing these crazy things. We haven't seen too much of Kazuki and Suzune at the moment. Kazuki has been a bit irritating, but I think he's not used to the fantasy world, whereas Suzune, you find out, is a big old geek underneath everything, and Ken's just, a geek. He knows about video games and all that type of stuff, so he's a bit used to it and whatnot. But I'm interested to see where it goes, really. I think it's above average so far. I've been certainly enjoying it, and that's always a positive. 4 episodes in, and happy to continue. I probably am going to have it in the category where, now that I've watched a few episodes, I'm going to leave it to build up a few episodes, because I don't think it's amazing enough to the point where I'm happy to wait week in, week out. I don't think it's that strong. Some others that I'm going to just do some reviews of and first impressions, they're ones I can certainly, wait week in, week out, and I think are more stronger contenders. I think out of the ones that I've done so far, this might be the bottom. Buchigari kind of mixes in with that, but I like everything but the main character so much that it makes it then hard. But if some buts, really, like overall from the Isekai stuff, I'm normally a big fan. I am a big fan of Sword Art Online. I definitely taken a big old pause on it overall, just because lots of different things came out, lots of hate came out, and wasn't really about that. I kind of stopped with Gun Gale Online, then returned for the Aincrad stuff, I think it was. And I've watched the movies and things, and I like the genre. I like that there's something to most people as bad as Sword Art Online has brought just a whole wave of Isekai. Like, people enjoy watching Isekai, whether they admit it or not. They have their Isekai anime that they do like, and we might not have got those if it wasn't for Sword Art Online. So, today we might not have had this if Isekai wasn't as big as it is now. So there's always positives to come out of some of these things, that, especially, Sword Art Online, Attack on Titan, we've seen a lot more, films in the cinema now. We've seen anime's popularity rise loads. Demon Slayer helped with paving the way for more movies in the cinema as well. So positives can come out of things and can spark the way for anime in a good way. So I don't have high hopes for this. I have hopes, and I am going to continue it, and I'm recommending it to people to give it a go. If you do enjoy isekais, give it a go. If you don't, maybe just give the first episode or 2 a go, see if the characters are enough to keep you going. It's certainly an interesting concept, and I think as the story progresses, it's only going to get better and better. Like, when I start seeing more of, like, from the picture, there we go, from the picture of all this sort of green energy and things around him, I'm excited to see more of the combat and seeing some of the nitty gritty stuff. That's where I lie. I like my shonen anime. I like my fighting, so I'm excited to see how they do that. And if they do that well, then I will enjoy it. But that's all. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. All those things help let me know that anime first impressions videos are things that you enjoy and things that you want to watch. But yeah, always take care. Toodle pip. Hey, thank you for watching the video. Click the button to keep watching, or click the other video for more videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.